All right, so let's talk about Winterfest 2025. So first of all, I want to know, what did you think about it? So it ends very, very soon. I believe tonight or tomorrow, because it's day 18. So maybe tonight. Let's just go to the quest and double check that. So it looks like 15 hours based on this quest. Well, now this says 4 days, but that's not accurate. So according to Google, it ends on January 5th at 9 a.m. So tomorrow morning is when it ends. And again, I want to know your opinion on what you thought about everything. So for me, I think it was a pretty good Winterfest. However, there's one glaring issue that I feel like everyone can't overlook. And because of that, a majority of people are rating this the worst Winterfest ever. So I'm on my son's name here, and as you can see, he can't open either of these presents. It says, returned to Lieutenant Winter's sack. And I've done 2 videos on these because, he's out of luck. He didn't open a lot of these presents, and you had to open 1 per day for a certain number of days. Otherwise, you missed out. So that is the glaring issue that, like I said, a majority of people are saying makes this the worst Winterfest ever. He will never be able to get these 2 free skins. Well, just that, for free. Yes, these will likely come to the item shop eventually, but he'll have to pay for them. So it was just a weird change that not many people, myself included, understand. I don't know why they did it. It was never like that in years past, but they decided to go with it. So if you had plans, you couldn't get on your phone, you couldn't get on the Switch, you couldn't get on a PC, etc., well, then you're pretty much out of luck, and you may or may not have missed out on these free skins. But if we do overlook that, I think, again, it was a pretty decent Winterfest. We did have a lot of free rewards, so that was a plus, but there's always free rewards. The 2 skins, though, in my opinion, were not the best. However, a lot of people really love them. The Cheek skin, obviously, one of the free skins, and the Glacial Dummy, that was my preferred skin. I feel like last year we had better free skins, but this year, I think the item shop skins were way better. Of course, you still have to pay for them, which not a lot of people like, but looking at the broad overall picture, I think the skins were better this year. We had a lot of good collabs. We had a lot of good Fortnite-inspired skins. It was just a decent, all-around Winterfest. And don't forget about this free pickaxe that they gave. Well, you had to earn it, and I did a video on this yesterday, so another free reward there. As for the Winterfest quests themselves, they were okay. Obviously, you just got a ton of XP for it. The map changes, you can see, we did have quite a few. Basically, just half the map was winterized. I kind of wish they did the whole map, but hey, I'll take what we can get. Now, Fortnite OG had the whole map covered in snow, but it was only for 2 days. I thought that was kind of weird as well. They should have just left it the entire Winterfest. Why did they only do it for 2 days? That was very strange. So if we compare this to previous Winterfest, yeah, it doesn't look the best. Remember, in a few Winterfests, we had Sergeant Winter actually on the map driving around throwing Christmas presents, and he had a brigade with him. That was so cool. I loved when they did things like that. So a lot of the older Winterfests, well, they pretty much were peak compared to Winterfest 2025. Still, though, all things considered, like I said, I don't think this was that bad. I didn't like how they put copyrighted music. I love Harry Potter. They are some of my favorite movies of all time, but to put that overriding the Winterfest cabin theme, I didn't like that. As you can see, I muted it on pretty much every account because it's copyrighted as well. I like hearing it, but yeah, it's copyrighted. Who wants to have copyrighted music in their videos? So I think this one will definitely go down as one of the most, I guess, controversial ones due to not everyone receiving their free presents, and thus probably the worst one in Fortnite's history. It's unfortunate, but honestly, I think that's what the majority of people will say. So I am definitely grateful for yet another Winterfest, and I'm grateful that we have the Winterfest cabin. Remember, 1 year we didn't have the Winterfest cabin, so I don't know. I am grateful for the free rewards as well. But yeah, there were quite a few things that they probably shouldn't have done this Winterfest. Here's hoping next year is better. But let me know in the comments, do you think this is the worst Winterfest of all time? I still think Winterfest 2023 may have been my least favorite. That's the one that didn't have the cabin. You'll have to go back and take a look at that one. But I don't know. To each their own. I just want to know everyone's opinion. So there you go. Last chance to get, well, your present. You can't open more than one. So open a good one, I guess. And last chance to get your free pickaxe as well as complete your quest. So there you go. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of this Winterfest? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.